We are back, and this might be the best part of this channel. This video just come right out of the comments, just like the furnace just goes on. Now, I read enough in the comments to know that this was filmed in a beautiful summertime setting in, I think, incredibly beautiful Sweden. I live in a place where there's a couple towns that are sister cities to Swedish towns. And I grew up in a town named Lindstrom. I've mentioned that before, which has a sister city in Sweden. Now, for my bus riders who might have come along in the future and are here because our anonymous program deals with music obsession, addiction, and other things, this is just a music loving portion of our programming. There could be beer drinking activities and other things, and I'm not trying to mock you. But if you're at a spot where yesterday was your last drink, maybe this isn't the video for you. I am struggling with internal demons as my addiction right now, and poor social skills. I'm kidding, but kind of, right? That's what I'm dealing with in my program. But if you're working a strict program based on maybe you just figured you're gonna put down the drink yesterday, and my best counselor called us all booze hounds. So if you were booze hounding it up yesterday, maybe this is triggering today. So buyer beware. Other than that, it came right out of the comments. I just answered this comment. And I'm like, hey, I got a spot on the docket, or whatever you want to call it. I flipped on the record light. I don't actually have one of those. I should have closed the door because the furnace is too loud. But that's that high quality we have over here at Roland Greenland. And we're going to check this out, because I'm a fan of this guy's work. Let's do this. Oh, sorry. There it was. We're not going to go back to it, I hope. Oh, don't go right on it. Oof. We'll probably show it again. So that's that triggering I was talking about. These look like fine young men enjoying a barley malt beverage. And as long as it's not a problem, ow! It's hard to tell. You can't see it on there. I don't know, can you? Do you see it? It's literally, it's got my, it said, now I've been drinking, this was when the bar I drank at put in the 12 tappers from around the world. And you had to drink, buy a beverage, drink one of these from all 12 tappers, and then you got your own mug. Now, I've been rolling as Mr. Rollin' Green for about 15 years. Alcohol has never been my demon. I can drink today. I didn't drink during treatments, but I never went to treatment for drinking. I'm a binge drinker at most, like at a good metal festival. I am not endorsing drinking, but I'm saying I do come with my own mug. So, this is fantastic. The folky beat in there is so cool. As the son of an electrician, I will once again mention that that amount of musical equipment in the water, just be safe. Water and electricity do not mix. Is this that same show? Now, is this a reoccurring show? Or is this that same show that we do all the Nightwish reactions to? What a show. Wow. Impressive. Now, man, I should, are they right there? Man, I don't have them. I got all my festival tickets over there. So I saved them over the years. You know, this is a quality program that we have here. Hey, I'm just right over here in the other part of the room that you can't see. But I'm looking for something. And, yeah, no, I'm still looking for the same stuff. Now I'm dropping pins. Tacks. Tacks on the floor. I have a little kitty cat, so I had to pick that up. And I don't want Pablo getting into that. Those are actually full of tacks in a little vase that my daughter made years ago. So from bills that my band played to Ozfest 2000, that is a tough one. Float Right Park, you can't do it. Look at it. To put in the camera, it goes behind that, but it's hard to read. Man, that was yeah. I've been going to shows for a while. Now, that show would go back to a more complicated period of my life and why I said all that weird drinking crap. Like, man, this is a lot more than I expected from this reaction. Yes, it is. Yeah, they're complicated reactions. I sort of goes like this. Hey, I'm Rollin' Green and welcome back. This is Reactions, Rants, and Rabbit Holes. If you have never seen Majestica Metal United, this is not the place to do it for the first time ever. You should go someplace where they know everything about the band, everything about this show, and can treat you like the encyclopedia you might want to be treated like. Kind of serviced by. That's it. I'm not that dude. I think, dude, and I apologize because I don't have his name memorized at all, but that kick-ass musician singing with that beautiful voice who looks like he could just be some dude at the shop next to me. Yeah, I've been watching a few of his things. He's incredible. And I don't know what more I can say because without his name, I think I've said enough to say, hey, that Gary Moore cover, his respect for that musician, all of that. I even turned my buddies on to the Disneytron or Saba Disney or whatever. I don't know if that's the name of it, and I apologize there. We're going to finish this song up. We're having a good time. But what a show. Was this the show that Nightwish was at? See how long it took to get that question out? Was this that show? Because, man, this was a hell of a show, people. Good for this show. I mean, that's huge. It's beautiful. I would have liked to go to this. Bam. Oh, man. Yeah. So, well, that makes sense. Yes, I answered my question. Yes, they do it more than once. Probably. Now, were they in Germany? Was that right outside that? Or is that two different places mashed together? Was that two party scenes? And the show? I have no clue. Like I said, if I literally just took the commenters' advice and checked this out and then did a reaction on the spot. This is what you get. Good times. Good times. Now the music was Majestica, Metal United. That was an official music video. Fantastic. For everyone else, yes, there was some triggering events going on in that video, and what you really got to consider is finding yourself maybe a sober or let's say you went to this festival to hear folk music because someone told you the folky nature of the bands, and when you got there, the amount of leather and jean jackets sort of threatened your sensibilities. You might need to retreat to a safer place with more folk music and hemp vests, and then ease yourself into the folk metal. That same thing applies to the drinker, to the angry guy who gets in that pit and starts lashing out. I'll tell you, I'm telling you from my heart and soul. I know you guys are out there. Me and all the big boys, we ran into you back in the day in Pantera pits. And you thought you were going to come there and you're going to start a fight. And the rest of us weren't there to start a fight, man. We were there to mosh. Get it out. Not hurt each other. Even though hurting each other is sometimes inevitable outcome of being in the pit. It's a very confusing location. And extra angry guys with the fistful of metal and their, man, I used to love looking for you guys. Because, you keep you in the corner of your eye, and then you get my buddy Bear, who's like 3 times as big as me, and I just sandwich you. Because we saw you took that swing at that little skinny kid. He just bought his shirt at the show for the first time. And you were swinging on him like he deserved that. Well, no offense, but you deserved what you got. And we didn't hit you or hurt you. We just smooshed you and moshed you into the ground. The bear is an unstoppable force, and I'm an always moving object. It was a perfect team. So hey, don't hate in the pit, love in the pit. If you gotta love with an elbow, love with an elbow, but pick that dude up afterwards. You gotta swing on some little dude's face, you're the problem. Hey, what a great suggestion. Who knows when this will go up? Someday, at some point. I really liked it. We got couples reactions coming today, so they're not going up until I get them done. I'm really watching for her right now like a goofball. Hey, this was awesome. Thanks. Great choice.